3 generations of Manzanares are here with me this evening. Herman, David, and Max. We'll do our best to put together a little meal.
Anybody want some coffee?
Yeah, I'll take some of that.
Cream, anybody? Or?
Nah, who am I kidding? I'm a city boy. I need a cream.
Need some cream?
Yeah. Trying to get all Jack Palance here. Come on. Who am I kidding?
We're also joined by Dan Flores, respected authority, professor of history, author of the book Horizontal Yellow, Nature and History in the Near Southwest.
How Spanish is New Mexico still? I mean, how powerful are the echoes from Spain?
Spain was in control of New Mexico for far longer than Mexico was. Well, I think a lot of these New Mexican families are 10 generation and 11 generation. When they look back on themselves, they think of themselves as Spanish.
Those traditions, they've continued to thrive in these little pockets. We're cut off from Spain. So I once worked with some people from Spain, and they kept cutting up and snickering at me. What they told me was, okay, you can knock it off with the Don Quixote phraseology. It's the equivalent of me today talking, say, top of the morning to you, sir.
Really?
And they were like, stop making fun of us. And I said, you know what, I'm not making fun of you. That's the way we speak. And when we go see Grandpa, that's all he knows is 500 years ago Spanish. Maybe if we're lucky enough, we'll have Grandpa play his harmonica the way he used to on the cattle drives.
But I have a plan here on this meat.
All right, the meat is yours.
All right, good.
Just call me Cookie. Some cubed local beef, glowing hot coals, cast iron pan.
What are those, just pureed green chilies here?
Yes.
Beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna throw those chilies in a little bit and stew it for a few minutes and we'll be good. I just need a few splashes of like an open beer even. Beautiful thing.
Checking off the Chuck Wagon greatest hits, we got some beans, some potatoes, some cornbread. We do our best.
This is just about ready. Let's eat.
Dig in.
Well, we done good, gentlemen.
No kidding.
Thank you, Tony. This is excellent.
I'm wondering, you guys have been here for so long, your family. Could you live anywhere else?
Not me. No, not me.
This is home. The roots, I always get called back here. You know, I visited Paris and lived in LA for a while and, you know.
Paris is pretty great.
It's pretty great, but it's not here.
Dad, I'm curious to know why you chose here, why you came here initially.
Open space, because I'd grown up in a circumstance where you couldn't see 50 feet. I mean, the forest was so dense. I used to climb up into the top of a tree on the highest hill just to be able to see over the forest. So there was something about the idea of being able to see the landscape that really compelled me. So
The big empty makes a real deep, deep sense to a certain type of person.
De colores se visten los campos en la primavera. De colores son los pajaritos que vienen de afuera. De colores es el arco iris que vemos lucir. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Canta el gallo con el kirikiri, kirikiri. La gallina.
Since before 1598, when Santa Fe was established as a province of New Spain, grizzled frontiersmen and hardy pioneers have come to this unforgiving landscape to eke out a difficult existence. Welcome to Santa Fe today, where we can all live the Western dream and even buy a little piece of it to take home. You gotta love it. We pretty much eradicate the Native American culture, and now in newer, more politically correct times, we decide we love Indians and all things Native American. And we're kind of, but not really sorry. And how much is that bric-a-brac? But that's not all. The New West is inclusive.
Welcome to Santa Fe.
You got your whole spectrum of New Age crystal types seeking spiritual purity and intensity in the harsh yet beautiful landscape. It's the last place in the U.S. you can wear buckskin and fringe without irony, while holding a Buddhist blanket. There is, buried deep inside this ordinary-looking five and dime, something truly authentic.
Hi, Frito pie and a soda, please.
This is the Frito pie. As American as apple pie or the Manhattan Project, and nearly as deadly. Chili and day-glow yellow cheese-like substance dropped like a deuce, another roller in the night, right into a bag of Fritos.
It feels like you're holding orange crap in a bag. Close your eyes and I put this in your hand. You would be very worried. Colostomy pie. I'm opposed to everything this dish stands for, and yet it is also delicious. Neither the Frito nor the Frito pie are indigenous to New Mexico. They are actually Texan. New Mexico, you have many wonderful things. I think let Texas have this one. In only 6 minutes, I've managed to reach a depth of self-loathing it usually takes a night of drinking to achieve. Combine the Frito pie experience with like binge tequila drinking and a strip club.
A warm, spreading glow fills my belly as I set out once more in my mighty Ford Galaxy. Yet I am also depressed. Frito pie. I smell metaphor. Speaking of explosive diarrhea, did you know that the first ever atomic bomb was exploded in 1945 in the desert of New Mexico? Sushi bars, galleries, Reiki massage studios. Crystals? We got them.
I think I need to adjust my beds or something because I just see dark portents in all of this.
Well, there are a lot of dark portents.
All I've had today is Frito pie.
This food will lighten you up, I guarantee you.
Horseman's Haven Cafe sits next to a gas station and is about as far away from the plaza as you can get without leaving the Santa Fe city limits.
It has a special feel of chilies grown specifically for this restaurant and nowhere else.
I meet back up with Dan Flores for a little historical perspective over some of Santa Fe's most beloved New Mexican fare.
I've known people who have journeyed 300 and 400 miles to come and eat at Horseman's Haven.
Enchilada with carne adobada, cubed pork in red New Mexican chili sauce with beans and rice. Gotta have that. Some pozole, a stew made from soaked hominy and pork, and sopapilla, a fried bread like a spoon bread or a Johnny cake.
Did the early Spaniards, early cattle railroad men, and the people on the way to making this America, were they romantic about this part of the world?
They thought of it as a hard place. For one thing, it was exceedingly remote. When you were here, this seemed like one of the farthest reaches of the globe. I mean, initially, Americans began coming here because they perceived that Santa Fe was so remote from the rest of the Spanish Empire that it was possible for the United States to pluck it. I don't think anybody becomes romantic about it probably until the Taos painters arrive.
starting a long-running tradition of artistic pilgrimages to catch the spiritual groove. Every kind of utopian dreamer, eccentric, new ager, they all came here in search of whatever. Chilies.
All right, thank you very much. Level 3. That's level 3? Yes, sir. All right. Okay. We will be careful, indeed.
New Mexican chilies come in two varieties, red or green.
That's by the way, the state question in New Mexico.
Red or green?
Red or green.
Ordinarily, I like green. It's like Yankees or Mets, you gotta pick one. This green, however, is not ordinary green.
My face is burning off.
This ain't normal. Oh God, this hurts.
I'm gonna join you. Fate lies right here.
DEFCON 1, 2, 3.
It's a slow roll, too. First you think it's gonna be okay, then it's not. There's nothing to do but wait it out. I believe they use these same peppers in pepper spray.
For repelling grizzly bears, if that tells you anything.
Yeah. Shot glass of that would put you in the hospital.
No kidding. Everybody in the restaurant seems so calm. Maybe they're not eating this.
They're all just trying to muffle their screams.
History, they say, belongs to the victors. And here where the myth of the American West took root, where so much romantic lore began, history was being rewritten almost as soon as it happened. This was never the big empty. As Dan Flores writes, the idea of a wilderness is itself a cultural construct. As early as 1539, when Marcos de Niza, a Franciscan friar, reported sighting from a distance what he called the 7 cities of Cibola, these were interpreted as tantalizing outposts of wealth, possible cities of gold. Coronado, the famous Spanish conquistador, quickly dispatched an expedition, and there were indeed cities.
This is Zia.
Awesome. Well, thank you for having us.
The home of community leader Ivan Pino in Zia Pueblo. I'm here to join him and his nephew Robert and family in a traditional hunt.
So we'll be carrying our shotguns, we'll be carrying our rabbit stick. We don't do this anymore, you know, it's
harder.
Yeah. It's always good to get a prayer going so that the animals can be willing to take their life.
The Pueblo, who lived here continuously since around 1250 AD, had long before the Spanish or anyone else arrived, a highly organized society. They'd built multi-level adobe apartment blocks. They farmed the land, irrigated crops using intricate water diversion systems. All this in what sure as hell looked like a harsh and unforgiving land.
Whoa. This is good weather though for hunting because it's nice breeze, overcast.
The breeze is beautiful.
Not too hot.
Pueblo long ago learned to adapt to hard times, dry seasons, war, incursion. There were years where there was nothing, and they had to deal.
Oh, come on, we found a pack rat.
Our first pack rat.
In preparation for the summer solstice ceremony, game like rabbits and pack rats are collected for the medicine man as a payment for his services.
How you notice is that there's some droppings, fresh droppings.
We see the droppings, we know there's one around. And this time of the day, they're gonna be inside their homes. There's too many predators around.
It's not easy. Once you find a nest, you gotta dig after the little burrowy bastards. You hack, you dig, you dig some more.
A lot of work for a small
I was
road.
just thinking that, yeah.
That's what our ancestors had to do sometimes, you know, when times got hard. Right now, there's this drought going on, and if we didn't have the grocery stores.
Right.
Then hopefully you flush one cleanly.
You get it?
Got it right here.
Right.
and give them a good whack on the head.
The ratio of work to protein is not in the hunter's favor.
Its whiskers and a little bit of his tail and plant it back in here.
To ensure regeneration of this once vital source of food, tradition and ritual requires returning a part of the animal back to the nest.
I will never go hungry.
Whoa, oh, hoocha, hoocha.
Going for pack rats is really an homage and an acknowledgement of an important earlier time when that was all there was. A 25-year great drought.
Yeah.
As a city boy, I am greatly relieved these little critters are for the medicine man and that we won't actually be eating any of them. Instead, Linda, Ivan's wife, is preparing a pretty traditional menu.
Nothing is wasted when a big game is brought home. You know, we dry up and dehydrate the bone.
Deer bone stew, red chili stew cooked with dried elk and potatoes, pinto beans with chicos, that's roasted dried corn, and tortillas. And of course, more chiles.
We call this dish push around chili because gather and push around.
Push around till you see the one you want.
Yeah.
The chilies in the state are magical.
They're Zia chilies, not hatch chilies.
Yeah.
Ah,
And the seeds have been passed down from generation to generation
Definitely.
and stay within the families.
what percentage of young people leave and don't come back?
Not too many people will leave.
Really?
No.
There are people will leave, but eventually there's this yearning inside you that you want to go home, you want to learn your culture, you want to, be a part of everything.
It would be an understatement to say that the first Europeans who came into contact with Indians, to say the effect was destructive to the culture. And given that history, how American do you feel?
This village is unique in that we can easily just, ignore everything that happens out there and just keep to ourselves here. And we do that sometimes. We close the road and we take care of our own business here. But it really varies by individual and maybe even by generation. We have a veteran that all served in the armed forces.
Big tradition of serving in the military.
Yes.
Yeah.
We continue to be outdoorsmen, and we are survivors. I've dealt with the elements of the dust, the rain, the hail, but it made a better person out of me. We are who we are. We're still gonna be here.